It's called Bernard, or Jim Riley, Joe Zillig, Harry Race, Bernard LaChance, DJ Dave, Perlita Quinn, Juan Elton Anderson, Don Wiley, 1961, Oyster Cracker Man, Bitted Bat Ford, Blue Boy Boxes, GPS Paso, Robo Rapist Night, Red Randy, Red Gordon, and Ellery, Jim Hall, Bill Duvall. It's called Bernard. You raped and tortured and mutilated my sisters and my cousins, my relatives. And so we used the dials, Bernard, Harry, Joe, Robo Knight, Pickens Street, Jamaica Street, and my dad and some of us guys did, to prove that you're mass murdering, rapist, pedophile, pieces of shit liars. That's why one was dunked out here, Bernard. And then 2 more were tossed, and then, you know, they created some other stuff to prove something about the group of you, Bernard. How big a lunatic, psycho liars that the group of you will always be. Very expensive stuff after you guys screwed over the Schwartzes and whoever else to keep us from having to live in a shit pile here, Texas, Florida, Colorado, whatever. Like I said, they didn't have it with the All-American. It didn't belong to any of you, Bernard. They used to prove that the group of you are consistent liars, and it still will always be liars, Bernard. The ones who made people sick. The ones who are, you know, you were so proud with Perlita there, Bernard LaChance and Karen, to pronounce your dictatorship in Texas and with Mexico. So that's why my dad and some of us, after you guys fucked everybody over, Bernard, Harry, Joe, and All-American, did what we did. To prove that you're the dumb fucks of the earth that keep rerunning this same repetitive dream pattern, fucking up everybody's shit. Because you never knew what you were doing. Jim Hall, Bill Duvall, Doug King, Elton Anderson, Don Wiley, Bernard LaChance, 61, Oyster Cracker Man, Comic Book Boy, All-American Attila, especially when you got an inbreed session going on with Red Randy and the Red El Cortez and possibly the Red Coat Gang and the FBI and, you know, Red Petco Park.
There you go.
You want to be famous?
Like that?
You guys really want to be that famous? You get to be famous, Bernard, and your team, with the Robo Rapist Night, Red Randy, and come up with your little gang prison fag story. But the smart people will always know, like your military and FBI and CIA and all those people who have to put up with this shit, who actually do evolve, Bernard. They actually want something better than this repeat reality that you all keep giving. They get to prove who Team Dumbass is, starting with Ellery and the inbreeds. And then Red Randy of the inbreeds, because he's probably a Freeman, huh? And then, you know, Bernard Elafag of LaChance, another Freeman. Carney, repeat. Red Recipe, Red Redundant, Hillbilly Inbreed Repeater, Bernard. Maybe a problem out on your farm there, Joe. Because it was never started out on the farm there, Joe. And then they set the All-American, and then want to sit there and try to profess to be people that they're not, and running his little terrorist attack, or, you know, thinks he's running the war, proves he's a fucking piece of shit douche. All of you in one area that they can slide the little blocks across the other states when they're ready to fix this stuff. And they can, Bernard. Because not everybody wants to live in the prison fag taco story of Britches Joe and his lie. Maybe that's always been the problem, Bernard, is that you guys have been so abusive repeatedly to certain children and families that we can't get anything fucking done. So we had to deal with sports all the time. And football, baseball, we have stuff you shouldn't have. Lies, lies, lies. Sex with children you shouldn't have. Because you were jealous, jealous, jealous of other families and their chicks. Maybe you're Disneyland and SeaWorld the whole time. You guys got in this big old tiff and ruined my stuff and Greg's stuff and everybody else's stuff. Fighting over the Disneyland, and even got to turn the Carney amusement parks into trash. Because, you know, stamp a big red triangle on there and hack these people and take it all over. Destroy the Judah Blue. And so they let you guys. They let you, Harry. They let you, Britches, destroy the Judah Blue, the turquoise, the peach, the red, you know, the whole rainbow that you stole. Karen, see? All-American. That's typical of the All-American. Show off dumb shits. And you guys are so tanked down, so far away from reality, Joe. Good luck ever getting back to it. Amphibious base, because I think the Marines and them have an answer for the group of you, your peers and your peer review, your own colleagues. Bitted Bat 4, NATO 4, Bernard, Harry, Ellery, and Joe, and your team and your massive lies. Your own colleagues are telling you, your peer review of your own soldiers and military for the group of you men are probably proven about like how how dumb the group of you are. because they watch and say, why would you want to live in a shit pile when we all know you guys never had to? And yet, guess what? They threw everybody in because 4 men wanted to sleep with boys and be faggots and lie.